Facebook Marketplace led me to a massive storage of comics and toys that have been tucked away for 24 years. In this episode, I unearth a ton of great comic books, and I'm even going to bring some of them to you. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Paper Chase channel. It's been a while. You know, things happen when you get married. Life slows down. You start concentrating on other stuff. And we had a gorgeous wedding. I've been MIA for over a month now. So, it's time for a video finally. So if anything and you don't even like what happens in this video, hit the like button just as my wedding present. Thank you. This is a great video. A lot of big books I'm going to bring forth to you guys and talk about. So like I said in the intro, Facebook Marketplace led me to a gentleman named Terry. And Terry and his brother used to own a comic shop. And this comic shop closed down in the year 2000. And between his place and his brother's place, they pretty much have their entire inventory. So, of course, as soon as I saw the post on Facebook Marketplace, I immediately messaged him. And as a lot of comic posts do, he got completely flooded with messages of people that wanted to come and just pick through all of his stuff. And him and I developed a good enough rapport to where he trusted me and felt me comfortable enough in my knowledge in comics to come over there, look through his stuff, kind of give him an idea of, okay, what he has and maybe the best way to go about selling a lot of what he has. So that's what I did. We arranged a couple of days for me to go over. I went through pretty much all of his books, and a lot of these books I'm actually going to bring over to the channel and sell on consignment for him. And some things I'm also going to press for him and get graded for him, some bigger books that you're going to see. There's a ton of books to get to and to show you guys, so let's just dive straight into the video and some of the footage and, us going through some books. It is a rainy Tuesday morning, and I am driving about 30 minutes to a gentleman's house who has about 10,000 comics in his office because he used to own a comic shop, apparently. Which one? I don't know yet. There are only so many around here. We're going to chat. I'm going to give him my best advice on this mass quantity. This is not buying this entire collection, but I will help him go through it and kind of give him my best advice as far as what he's got, what's worth grading, what's worth selling raw, things like that. So yeah, very interested to see what's going on. All right, so there you saw it. A lot of books to go through. It took a total of about 2 days, 8 hours, I would say. I'm going to do a big sale on the channel. I'm going to try to do this before Christmas, and it's going to be, I don't know, the Merry Terry-a-thon? It's off the top of the dome. Christmas time, the guy's name's Terry Merry. The Terry Merry-a-thon, who knows what I'm going to call it. It doesn't even matter. But I'm going to try to bring some of these books to you guys. If you want to bypass the live claim sale that will probably happen here on YouTube, you can shoot me a direct message on Instagram if you are curious about any of the books. So do that. But the other ways I did tell him I think he should sell some of these books is, there is a benefit to letting people come to your house, and especially when you're retired, and, letting people kind of pick through your stuff. Now, keep in mind, he's not completely oblivious to what key comics are. He's been collecting for a long time, and he's been a comic owner for a long time, so he knows what key issues are. And I'm also going to show you guys some books I picked up myself that's going to kind of be part of the trade and the consignment. Just real quick, pulled this little bad boy out, Marvel Swimsuit Special. Awesome Adam Hughes cover. Really digging Adam Hughes a lot lately. Incredible Sue Storm Submariner cover. Pretty decently high grade for a magazine like this. And as you'll see too, there are some prices on these, and you can see some of these prices are a little bit off, a little outlandish. That's one of the reasons why I was there too, because again, to help him price things, because the prices were kind of all over the place, so we needed to really get that going. But here's Marvel Chillers issue number 3. Awesome Tigra cover. I love my Marvel Chiller stuff. You can see $90 on that one. Not the correct price. Now, if there's Nazi symbols on it, I'm going to pick it up. And it's not because I'm a Nazi. Look at me. It's because Nazis, when I see that symbol, man, the swastika, it is horror in its own way, right? When you see that, it is, look at this, the Crimson Nun. Look how amazing that cover is. That is incredible. This should be an A24 film, without a doubt. But no, the swastika to me is something that represents horror. It's in its own realm and category of horror. And because it was a horrible thing. So when it comes to books of people kicking Nazis' ass and the contraband of that symbol, it is one of the things that I like to tuck away. Plus, who knows how long they're going to let things like this even be sold for. Crimson Nun. Crimson Nun, what is a good tagline? She'll leave you holy. I don't know. All right, moving on. A few more nostalgia grabs I got for myself. This is Power Rangers the movie. Look at this classic Power Rangers art. Yes, you can say this is classic. This is over 30 years ago. But that's just straight up. I was the Red Ranger for like 2 years in a row as a kid in Halloween. And then you have the rest of the Power Rangers miniseries. Issue 2 is around here somewhere. But I got 3, 4, and 5 in front of me. These are all very high grade. I do have number 1 that's in a 9.8. Got a little bit of found a little horror here. Brother Voodoo action. And a little bit of a bondage cover there. Not really why I liked it. It's just, Brother Voodoo. I'm from New Orleans. And this is super, super high grade. So, pick this one up. And I got a Marvel Comics Presents issue number 72. That was very, very high grade. I used to have one of these in a 9.8, but I sold it during the comic boom. Very happy I did that when I did it, because that book is never going to be that expensive ever again. So gorgeous Barry Windsor Smith cover, Origin of Weapon X. Then I picked these 2 books up here. This is where, and I had these at one point, and I gave them to my buddy Kevin from Wormwood Comics, Reverend Wormwood. I had these and I gave it to him. Now I got them back. Laura Kinney enters the X-Men. Her first cover appearance in the X-Men title, and then that's her right there. So these are all super high grade. As you can see, the prices on that, $80 and $100. So I'm saying these prices needed to be corrected. I also had one of these in the past in a lower grade, but this one's a bit higher of a grade. So this one is going to stay with me and also get graded. This is Wonder Woman issue number 200. This is, look at this this woman with the sacrificial knife and the mask. I mean, definitely some society, Illuminati type stuff going on here. But this is a nice book in high grade. We'll see what this is. I'm hoping it can get like a 6.5 to a 7.0. I think at least it can get that. So that one's going to stay with me in the PC. Never had this book before. This is Batman the Killing Joke. I've never even run into, with all the collections I've bought, never ran into one of these books before. First print, Batman the Killing Joke. I think there's 14 printings of this or something like that. So finally got a nice copy for myself. And again with, Adam Hughes, awesome Wonder Woman. This is issue number 184. Adam Hughes, Wonder Woman cover art. He had a lot of that stuff in his back issues. His brother did. So this was one I was looking for, so I picked this one up. Next, Wolverine 27. This is a pretty high grade copy, probably higher than the current ones that I have. So I picked this one up for myself. More Adam Hughes. This is Spider-Femme. It's like, this is like offshoot Marvel, parody stuff here. But this is like early Adam Hughes stuff that there's just not a whole lot printed up that I know of. So pick this up. And then same thing with this one. This is more Adam Hughes. Amazing Spoof Heroes. These are kind of hard to get. Comes with the trading cards that I'll never play with ever. But yeah, Adam Hughes. Continuing with Adam Hughes, incredible Wonder Woman Superman cover, a gorgeous cover that just caught my eye, so I grabbed that one. Hulk 337. Now, this one is very high grade. I have a third print, the very, very scarce one that's very hard to find. So I did want one of these with a potential 9.8. This was cool to see in high grade. Willow, number 1. Again, this is all nostalgia-based stuff. All right, look, don't hate me, all right? Nostalgia. This is all just fun stuff that's nostalgic and high grade. Beauty and the Beast, number 1. We're a Disney family, all right? I'm going to own it. We're a Disney family. My dad works at Disney World. I lived there when I was a kid, not in Disney World, but in Orlando, Kissimmee. And Little Mermaid, first movie I ever saw in the theaters when my dad took me when I was a little boy, probably 3 years old. My man card is getting revoked right now. Five Goes West, An American Tail. Amazing stuff here. These are all super high grade. And I guess what it is having that nostalgia, encapsulated in a perfect condition. There's something about freezing time that I feel like. That's why I like to find that stuff. I'm not going to sit here and stare at it and like try to read The Little Mermaid. I'm just almost a 40-year-old man at this point. But there's finding something from your childhood that's kind of frozen in time and getting that encased. That's kind of the basis behind it. I can't explain it any better than that. The Hobbit. Now, this one I do want to read because, well, I just do. Because I haven't read any Tolkien. And my wife loves The Hobbit. Now, this is the cool shit when I got a little bit older that I loved. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is Adventures issue number 2. Super high grade. And then Adventures number 3. Also very high grade. And then this one, here's another Little Mermaid one. This one here, if you get this in a 9.8, it actually can go for some big bucks. I would want to get this signed by Jody Benson. I think that'd be cool. So, yeah. Again, nostalgia stuff. Looking along, we've got Jason and Leatherface. This one is not the super pricey one, but this cover art is incredible. So I got this one. Frankencastle, issue number 21. Amazing cover here. Pick that up. Now, he didn't have number 1, but I did pick up issues 2 through 6. This is Batman Beyond. This is actually the first time you see Terry McGinnis in the Batman Beyond costume. So Batman Beyond is the first appearance of Terry McGinnis. Here's number 6, first appearance of ink. This has got a lot of foxing and some staining on the cover, but it is a newsstand, so that's pretty cool. Issue 5, issue 4, and issue 3. So I don't have issue number 1, missing that one, but one day. This is cool. Bruce Lee, number 1, Malibu Comics. Pretty high grade copy. 2 high grade copies of Mars Attacks, number 1 from Topps. Amazing cover art. Look at the detail on this cover here. This is pretty crazy. And then 2 copies of Vampirella issue number, what is this? 1, Adam Hughes variant. 2 high grade copies of that. More Vampirella issue number 2, the Adam Hughes variant. And then last, but definitely not least, my favorite cover of all time. This is going to be a swap. I have another one. This one's higher grade than the one that I have, my raw copy. But Batman 423. Amazing McFarlane cover. So I'll pay him for the difference on this, and then I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to sell the other one that I have, but this is a gorgeous copy. I'm thinking a 9.6, hopefully. Okay, let's get to some of the stuff that I picked that I was going to try to sell for him on the platform. First is a couple of interesting books. Some you don't see often at all, but this here is Wolverine issue 106. Now you're probably like, well, yeah, we see this issue all the time. What's so special about it? Well, apparently this is an error, but I can't find anything on this error. But let me show you the interior. Look at this. It's like the printer messed up. I don't want to... So there's like a few pages in here that's like this. So completely... like when your printer's like low on ink or something, or if there's like a signal interruption between the computer and your printer, that's what happens. So I've never found anything, here's some more, about this on the internet. But this is very interesting. If you know anything about it, comment below, let me know. He's got a major price tag of $400 on this. I don't know if I can charge that much. There's that saying, it's so rare, it's worthless. Sometimes something's just so one of a kind that not many people are even going to know about it or even really want it. So if this is a thing, let me know in the comments below. And if you know a price comparison or a comp, let me know. This was on the Nearing Nirvana long story short episode of the Ghost books that they do. This is Onslaught in the 90s. This is 100% a 90s gimmick. This is coated in 22 karat gold. There's a certificate of authenticity on the back, and this is number 1058 of 2,000 copies. So this is limited to 2,000. So prices online ask a good bit for them, though the sold prices don't really have too much to show. But still, not something that you see too often. And if you love 90s shine, this is kind of the king of 90s shine. So pretty cool. Let's move into some beauties here. Everybody knows this one. Batman issue number 251. He's got this copy here. It's probably about a 5.5 or a 5.0, but classic Neal Adams Joker. When Joker becomes the maniacal, homicidal maniac that we all know him today, happens in this issue. Historic for the character. What I'm going to do now, there's other books that I'm going to cut to right now that are also going to be for sale at the live sale. Or again, if you want to just message me, jump the gun, message me on Instagram, you can do that as well if you have an idea of what you want. Let me jump to a video so we can cut through these other books that are going to be for sale, and then we'll get to the graded stuff. All right, stuff that I found of his that I think he could benefit from me cleaning, pressing, and grading. One of those is this copy of X-Men 121, first full appearance of Alpha Flight. This I have predicted to be about a 9.4, which, this is a pretty pricey book once you get into that mid-9 range. And this right here, X-Men number 122, Origin of Colossus. Awesome Cockrum cover here. Love the colors on this. This thing has a potential to be like a 9.6, so I picked that one for cleaning and grading. This book here that just recently got super hot for whatever reason, Vengeance of Bane, number 1. This is the first appearance of Bane, and this is a 9.8 candidate. This, I know, look, you're going to be like, oh, why'd you choose this? Because it's an easy 9.8, and it goes for a couple of $100, maybe close to $300 in a 9.8. But a Spawn #1. Like, this thing is super high grade. He had a bunch of them. So I was like, you know what, let me throw a couple of them into a 9.8 pre-screen and see how it does. The next one that I pulled, Incredible Hulk, issue number 449. First appearance of the Thunderbolts. An extremely high grade, hard 9.8 candidate on this. At least a 9.6. And then X-Men 101, Rise of the Phoenix. First appearance of Jean Grey as the Phoenix. And everybody knows this. Classic cover, gorgeous cover art. I love the green of the water. I liked how in X-Men 97, in that great scene with Logan and Jean Grey, when they were in the water, they kept the water this color. That is a huge attention to comic book detail that I just loved. As soon as I saw that water around them, I was like, dude, they're pulling straight from the cover of X-Men 101. Beautiful book, beautiful series. I'm thinking this can get like a 7.0. And then speaking of that, I did not expect this character to make as big of a splash as he did in this show. But I recently just sold my 9.8 copy for $520. Decent price on eBay. X-Men 266, first cover and full in-story appearance of Gambit. Heavy 9.8 candidate here. So I definitely recommended that he get this one cleaned and pressed. And then two more. These two are books that you don't see in just back issues very often. This is Detective Comics, issue number 359, first appearance of Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. It is a pretty big Batman key. And this one I have, this one looks great, but it's got a subscription crease down the back of it. And so I've got this at maybe like a 5.5 or a 6.0, which in this book is a great grade. And definitely thought he should get this one graded. Then the last one. Man. You probably saw it in the video. You probably saw it in the thumbnail. I'm probably going to use it for the thumbnail. Batman issue 181, first appearance of Poison Ivy. Look how gorgeous this one is. The front of it, the colors of it, Now, this one does have a subscription crease as well, mainly on the back, a little bit on the front. And once you get one of those subscription creases, your book is locked into like a 5.5 range or maybe a 6.0 in this case, because the front of it, eye appeal is so nice and the colors are so good on it that they will bump a grade based off of eye appeal. So, but it's got that crease on the back, but still an amazing grade for this book. It does have the poster. Always check for the poster. It's the centerfold of Batman and Robin, and kids love to rip that out of this book whenever they were kids. So, incredible copy. I always love running into this, and, well, that's 2 times that I have, and holding this book, but incredible book. Definitely going to get that cleaned and pressed for him. Yeah, really cool. So that's it. That's what I decided to bring home and try to work with. So some for the PC, some for him to get graded, some to sell to you guys. Again, not to beat a dead horse here, but hit the notification bell. Message me on Instagram. In about a week, I'm going to try to put these up for sale. And look, I want to give you guys, great deals because he wants to move these books. So let's help him do that. He could really use the money. Let's move some books, and I'm going to be handling all the shipping and materials and everything for him. So let's get these to new homes, and hopefully you find something. And if you actually, maybe if you're interested in something else that I didn't show on camera, send me a list. Maybe I can go track some of these down for you, Well, that will do it for this one. So good to see you again. I got a couple more videos to come. A couple big things have happened recently if you saw some live videos. But videos to come. Miss you guys. See you on the next page.